Alright, how's it going, guys? So, if any of you watched the video I put up in the corner there, you will notice that, well, I was an idiot, and I did not hit will fill adjacent, and that is why my bucket did not fill itself from the container adjacent. I'm an idiot. I do stupid things. I'm forgetful. Okay, but today we are going to make a grindstone, and to do so we need double iron plates for the base of it. So let me get my hammer out here, and just for a quick overview for anybody that didn't understand what I just did, you place a plate, you click on the front, and it will split them into even stacks. Because if you look at the NEI, to make a double, you need two side by side. You can't leave them stacked. If it's a single one, like if we look at, see if I can find one here. There you go. So if you do just a single stack, it actually gives you an item casing and scrap rather than a double. They have to be side by side. So now we take our 3 double plates, make the base. We have 4 long rods and a regular rod, and then we need our wrench in the center, and that gives us our grindstone. Now this needs sandstone, and as much as I hate it, we can do this recipe, and then you place that right there, and that gives you your grinding surface. And what we're going to use it for today, just for display, to explain how it works, is we're going to use a glass pane and make a lens for an extra magnifying glass. I don't need another magnifying glass. I used a file to make my first one, which we'll just throw this up in my bag for if and when I need one again. But that should satisfy our quest for this. So there is the grindstone. Give me my cookie. And then the magnifying glass one as well. And we got that done. So you can also use it for tools. If you make, let's see, what do I got over here that I can make up relatively easy? I thought I had some, I got tiny piles of bronze. I thought I had some decent bronze around here, but I guess not. We got tin. We got galena. I really got to go mining and get some decent stuff, but we have something else we're doing before we do that. And let's just take this copper and we'll make up another bronze pickaxe real quick. So dump all that in there. Gives me a little bit of cobalite. I got some malachite and some nickel. I'll throw what I can of that in there. And then mortar down 3 of these. That'll give me 3 ingots of copper. And I don't have enough room for any of this in here. Ingot bolt, ring, shovel head. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a shovel head and a pickaxe because, well, I've been using this crap shovel heads long enough. So give me a tin dust. That'll give me 4 units. And for right now, I will just throw this stuff over here. I'll sort it out better later. Speaking of sorting out, for the one person I know that will enjoy it, here is your sorting porn for today. I have been working on it. As slow as it may happen, I have been working on it. And I don't have any more fire starters made up. Where is my... There it is. I'll just make 3 more of them. If I make them one at a time, it'll take 2 or 3. If I make just one, it'll only take 1. That's my way of understanding how this works. I may be completely full of shit, but that's how it feels like it works to me. I'll just take a second for this to get heated up, and pour our shovel and our pickaxe. Then I can show you how it works on the grindstone. Now, for the grindstone, it only lasts for 4 grinds. So you're going to need lots of sandstone for that thing. And I'm going to turn hostile creatures off because I am not listening to that spider all day. And I'm quite sure you guys do not want to hear that spider all day either. Also, I'd like to apologize for there not being a stream this weekend. I had planned on doing it Sunday morning, but I could not sleep Saturday and ended up staying awake way too long and then sleeping way too long, as I tend to do occasionally. That's crushed. Do I not have any? There we go. That'll work. So we will definitely have one next weekend. I've got a lot of things I want to get done around here. Now that we got a bunch of food, I need to get a place for cooking my food. I also want to get a actual organizing place built. Not sure if I'm going to do it in here or in a different building, but I need some place to actually be able to do that because I can't have wooden stuff close to my crucibles or else they will burn. So I'm probably going to build a separate building for cooking things. We'll probably do like a kitchen over somewhere near the farm area, which I have not gotten to show you guys yet. Alright, so it comes out as raw, and if you look at the recipe, you can use a file. That's how we did it before. And there is a sharpening machine that'll give you a tiny pile back. Well, with this, you have like a 90% chance at getting that tiny pile back. And just like with the mortar, this is a manual machine, so therefore it will take a little bit of hunger to power it. So now we have a proper bronze pickaxe and shovel. So we just need to put sticks on them, which I'm not going to bother with the pickaxe head since I already have one and two other heads right there. We'll just keep them in there for right now. And I did neglect to show you guys our farming area, I do believe. Oh, hey, there's that spider I kind of forgot about because I turned off the sounds. See if I can get this guy without him hitting me with a nasty arrow. So, basically, we finished up the bridge. We built a couple farms over here. And we made us a little path that leads around to our orchard area. I can't remember if I showed you guys or not. But if I didn't, there you go. If I did, well, you've seen it again. And I don't know what's up with this pack. All of the PAM stuff we can right click, but all the vanilla stuff we cannot. If anybody's playing this pack and they know why that is, let me know. Because I would like to fix it. But I do believe we looked into configs a few times and we could not figure out what it was that was causing that. And for the most part, it's not a big deal because once we get our coke oven, we will put all of the vanilla stuff on crop sticks, and then we'll be able to right click them. But we can't do that with potatoes unless we're going to harvest them all the time, because they will turn into poison potatoes if they stay out in the field for too long. So we still will need those in the normal vanilla way. It would be really nice if we could just right click harvest them like we can the PAM stuff. And I have got just a little bit too much food stuff around here. Oh, and you should also be able to do this, I think. Aha! And that gives you 8 arrowheads. You can also do that with any of your... I know I got one around here somewhere. Any of the chipped, like these right here. These are chipped blue topaz. We could have done it as well, but I don't think I have any more sand, so I can't really show you. But you can do that as well, and that will give you a arrowhead as well. I should be able to show the recipe though. So you'll see a file, chipped, will give you 2 of them. Sharpener will give you 2 of them, and a bit back. So that is something else you can do with the sharpener. And the last thing we're going to make today is the sifting table. Now it needs 2 screws, so we have to do this. We need a file, which I don't need in my bag anymore. So there's our 2 screws. I can just start leaving it up there. And then we need 2 long rods and a double plate. So we need those. And there's our 2 long rods. And did I put that? I think I put my hammer back in my bag. There we go. Just leave that right there. I don't need it with me all the time. So we got double plate, long rod, screws on top. And then we need 2 things of iron wire. And to get that, we need to turn this plate into foil on the anvil, which we need the small side of the anvil. And then that iron foil we need to cut with wire cutters. So pop that on there. We need the small side. So there we go. And we got a little bit of iron scrap back. And we grab this, switch it to our wire cutters, and there we go, 2 fine iron wires. That goes there and there. The wire cutters go there, and now we have an issue. We need a screwdriver, and we don't have one because we've been using our multi-tool for our screwdriver, and we use it for our wire cutters. So I have to make a screwdriver tip, and I actually think I can get away with lead for that. As horrible as it sounds, I think I can do it. Lead screwdriver tip, craft with handle, screwdriver level 1. So we just need 2 lead rods and we can get away with this. As terrible as it sounds, it should work. Eventually, when I get enough steel, when I get the steel and I get enough of it, I'll make all good steel tools. I'm just going to throw every bit of that in there. Melt that all down. And we got our rod mold right over there. Put my hammer back. I could make a bronze one. I do have a bronze ingot right there. But I'm really not going to need a screwdriver for that much. So lead for right now will work just fine. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me crucible again. So, be right back. Alright, our lead's all done. We'll get our 2 rods out here. And I'm going to pour what I can of the rest of this as plates. And I guess an extra rod. And we'll dig the rest of that out of there later. Alright, we'll throw that down there since we don't need it. And for this, we need a file and a hammer. So let me grab all of this out of here. We need file and hammer. I've really put 2 of them down there. Really, dummy? There we go. There is our screwdriver. And we need stick, screwdriver. And while we're doing this, let me grab a bit of clay in case we need another one of these down the road. We can go ahead and make us a mold for it. There we go. So now we need that, those, there, and there. Go ahead and cook that up. And there is our sifting table. Now, with the sifting table, you can input stuff in with a hopper, you can pull stuff out with a hopper. I'm not going to go through making hoppers today, but I am quite sure you can find on my channel somewhere, if you can't figure out how to do it, exactly how that is done. If I remember, I will search and see what I can do to find it and post it up there in the corner. But with this, you can just sift. Your output comes out on the bottom. And there you go. So I've got deep slate and sand is what I ended up getting. You can get flint too. I might have gotten one. I don't know. By the way, the sound is really annoying. It basically is Greg made the sifting table so you can AFK with it without needing a auto clicker. So once you start sifting, it will continue to make this sifting sound because it's continuing to try to sift. The only thing that will stop it is for you to walk far enough away or open a chest, open a door, stuff like that. I really wish it was a little bit more understandable of if there is something there to sift or not, because it's really annoying listening to it like that when you're doing things manually, but that is what it is, and you kind of got to deal with it. You can also do your gem stuff on there as well. I was kind of looking, but I don't see well, I could do fluorite, but that can be very wasteful, and I'm going to need that. One thing people find very useful is that you can do cassiterite, which I do think I have some of that. Here we go. So you can take your cassiterite. It has to be washed first. And then you can sift that to get zircon. You have a chance of getting zircon dust, zircon ingots, or zircon gems of all different quality. And then you can melt your zircon down to get zirconium. It is 1 nugget per dust, so you would have to be doing a lot of cassiterite to get that, but this is an early game metal that you can use for level 3. And you will notice by washing cassiterite, you get molybdenite and spherulite. Spherulite is platinum, and molybdenite is molybdenum. So you can get some pretty rare stuff out of washing cassiterite. But then you'll see that I can sit here and do this. And the good thing is you don't actually lose your cassiterite, so it's not wasteful at all. And if I manage to get 9 units of zirconium, which I'm currently up to about 6, I could make a zircon shovel. Now if I got 27 units of it, I could make a zircon pickaxe, which would be a pretty decent level 3 pickaxe to have this early on. And yes, you do have to continually get what's down there. So there's one unit of zirconium. The other good thing about this is it maximizes the amount of cassiterite that you have, because these are 1.52. So when you put them in together, you will have just over the amount you would have if it was purified. Alright, so out of that, we ended up with 13 dust, 25 chipped, and 8 flawed. Now, are these something we can... No. Unfortunately, these are too high quality. They will not let us break them down that way. But I don't have enough to get a pickaxe. But I do have, zircon I could use for arrowheads, maybe. I don't think I would waste zircon for that, but it is possible. But anyways, that is our sifting table. We should have the quest for that done now. Yep, there we go. Sifting table is done. Give me my cookie. So we now have all of our iron stuff done except for our coke oven. We do have the drain, but it's locked behind the pipe. And, well, I don't want to do the small bronze fluid pipes right now, so I can't put that one in, unfortunately. Now, the next thing that I really want to get done is I want to get Ephraim, so we can have a Fortune 2 pickaxe. So, in the next one, we should be going to the Nether. So, I can look for some nether quartz. So I will see you guys next time, and we'll head into the Nether and see what kind of trouble we can get into, and see if we can get some effort. Y'all have a good one, and I will see you next time.